You know, like I have been so surprised at like the amount of pushback that has come. Like when people say, "Oh, you know, Drake Maye, like he's gonna be," I don't get it. Why not? Like,
you should be excited,
right? You should be excited. I really don't understand. I don't get anything about how sports
do you know
fans
what it
consume
is?
the sport.
I've talked to our mutual friends about this. Is with Drake Maye specifically, and him being an MVP this year. If he was an MVP, you either have other national analysts either have to admit they were wrong with his evaluation, or they have to admit that QB development is happening. It's one of those two. Admit that QB development's happening, or admit that you're wrong with his evaluation. And no one wants to do it. So then they go, no, he's not MVP. You know, that's how I see it. Not us. Yeah. We knew May was a dude. But
top 12 in efficiency metrics by the end of the season last year. I mean, like, this was always coming.
He
with the worst coaching situation ever,
no one noticed it. He was eighth highest rookie success rate as a quarterback, like in the last 15, 20 years. Like he had a great season. Just everyone was just, Patriots need new blood. They need to help them out. They need development, footwork. Everyone talks about footwork experts left and right. But apparently he cleaned that up. But apparently that's why he's good now. But yes, anyways. What you think about this side of the ball? Rant's over. Just had to get that out of the
way. It's just insane. Like I just don't understand how these people are consuming the sport. Like where this doesn't excite you. You would say, wow, like this team that just picked 4th overall could have had the 1 seed, but no, their quarterback's not an MVP candidate. What's going on here? And also, like, if your takes are that important to you, hey, you guys do know, like, if you're wrong, no one's going to come to your house and, like, shoot you or beat you up, right? Like,
no.
You can just say you were wrong on the internet, and that's fine.
And show that you learned from it.
Or you just close out the app and then call your mom. Like, that works, too. It's
Tyler, the creator. Log off.
Yeah, just log off. Just log off. Just log off. But, okay. But to me, why he, like, unequivocally should be the MVP is this team around him is not that good. They're just not that good.
Oh,
and still
Matt Collins.
Matt Collins and Keyshawn Boutte. Yeah, like guys that we were like, oh man, you've got to get a whole new cast of guys in here. And I would still say the same thing. You've still got to get a whole new cast of guys in there because this is 100% quarterback led. And still, over the back half of the season, got a 19% explosive pass rate, first in the league. 54% dropback rate, first in the league. 0.3 EPA per dropback, first in the league. Air yards per attempt, 9.8, first in the league. Yards per dropback, 8 yards per attempt, or 8 yards per dropback, excuse me, first in the league. What else do you need to see here? And this is what you can. And this is with so much room to improve. You could tell me that the Patriots need three new receivers. Okay, why not? I mean, you could do a whole lot better than what they got. They need more offensive linemen. I would agree, and you're still here. Like to me, it's one of the most impressive. It might be like the most impressive sophomore season that I've ever seen. And we're saying, people say, oh, they didn't play anybody, their schedule's weak. And of course, that's how that works. When you pick 4th overall, you get a last place schedule, right? You can only play who's in front of you. But I'm not seeing any other 4th place teams do this, and their quarterbacks do this.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy's special. And he's so special that I don't really have any complaints or concerns about him going. Maybe it's insane because this is his first playoff game. Maybe this is insane. I don't really have any qualms about him going against this Chargers defense and how Jesse Minter likes to put things together. I know it's a good defense, and Jesse Minter is going to, especially in this playoff game, I know he's going to throw the book at him. Try to do stuff that's going to confuse him. Try to get him off his game. Going to blitz. They're probably going to look at the trenches and say, if we can get like early season a defensive line play back, we got an advantage here in the trenches for the Chargers. And then, I'm running back through Drake Maye's season. I'm seeing him like last second flip. Like, which team was it they played? He threw a whole shot over the middle. And I mean, it was against cover. No, not a whole shot, but like a middle of the field throw against cover 2. And there's like 3 defenders, like the safeties are pinching down. And then you got the linebacker closing in. And he dropped it right in between all 3 of them. For like a 40-yard gain. I was like, what was that? And no one seems to be losing their mind. Like, we're talking about 300-yard passing games when he still finished top 5 in passing yards. This guy is good, and I wish it wouldn't take like us to get here for us to talk about it like this, because I really just can't understand why there's any pushback at all for him being the MVP this year. I mean, what has happened this year? It's one of the most remarkable year 2 seasons you will ever see from any quarterback. And like and the crazy thing is, the more like you flip the air yards, right? You make the air yards go out, like 10 plus yards, 12 plus yards. He's still completing like better. 70% of his passes. He gets better.
Yes.
I don't know. And what
I know.
The last discourse thing that I have that drove me crazy that I've seen is like, you missed how good Drake Maye was last year, right? So now we do this thing where every rookie quarterback's kind of like a blank canvas, and they all have the same chances of success. If we just give them an offensive line, supporting cast, any quarterback can figure it out. It's obviously not true. That's ridiculous.
No,
that's ridiculous. But like you said, how do you explain like him getting from where he was last year, which is already top 12, to here, unless he was already good last year? Right. You know, he's not jumping from quarterback. Right, he's not jumping from quarterback 25 to quarterback 1. And guess what? Your quarterback that actually had a bad year last year won't be doing that, no matter who you put around him. So just celebrate this one. And I just think he might be at a point where every defense that he plays against should be fearful. Because even the Ravens game, dude, that was insane, the way he brought him back in the second half. And that was a good Ravens defense at that point in the season. So, I don't know. He's really good. He's like almost infallible to me. And I just cannot believe people are pushing back on the MVP stuff. I hate that he plays the Patriots so much. It's disgusting. They don't deserve this, but here we are.
As a neutral fan, and as someone that grew up like hating Patriots, hating the Cowboys, and here I am defending their quarterbacks like all the time. Like I felt like maybe not so much this year, but in the past, I've always was defending the Cowboys. Like, you know, and I'm just like, hey, I don't know why you guys are so hard on Dak. Like, look at this, and this. And if you told me that when I was 7, I'd be like, what? I'm not defending those teams. But same with the Patriots. It's like, if I were a neutral fan, I would be, or a fan of another team, I'd be annoyed too that they got another quarterback. And he's not exactly like Brady. And I think that's what makes it so cool. He's not a Brady clone. He's a freaking John Elway clone. Like, that's who he plays like. And that's what's cool. Like, I don't know. It should be, and I get it. But I think what gets frustrating is so many people bring up, oh, there's no new young quarterbacks. We have a problem. It's like, yeah, no. Look what's going on in New England. Look what's happening in Chicago. Like, look what these guys are doing right now. Look at even happening in Tennessee with Cam Ward. Like, and like these young guys are showing so much glimpses of cool stuff. Everyone just wants to hate it and fight it because it didn't align with what they were thinking on something. But no, I just getting into this breakdown of this matchup. Oh, and also last thing about the like MVP, thing. If May did win MVP, he would be the first guy ever to win MVP without another Pro Bowler on his offense, on his unit. So you wouldn't have another.
He would be the first one. They're not good. They're not a good team yet.
Stephon Diggs had a nice year, but Stephon Diggs is like late career Chris Carter. Chain mover from the slot, catches everything, dink and dunk, 6 to 10 yard gains. It's not like, in a perfect world, he's a really good number 2. But it's not like he has an ace. And Will Campbell, the first round pick who played well, has been out half the year. Matt Collins is catching dig routes from. I had him in Denzel Boston.
Matt Collins,
who played with Josh Allen last year. It wasn't like, Matt Collins has played on bad offenses, and they were just like, no, we're good. Joshua Palmer, come on in. Like they wanted to get rid of him. It's, and Booty's played so well. I think our friend Bill Barnwell had a great thing about this where I think it was overexpected catch rate, where it was like 3 of the top guys were Patriots. And then he goes, so it's either that they all became Jerry Rice overnight or the quarterback has something to do with that. Which do you think it is? Like, just kind of laying it out. Do you think Kayshon Boutte became Jerry Rice overnight, or do you think Drake Maye is really good? I don't know. But just bringing down this matchup, like you mentioned, like Minter, who's so good game planning. The screwball, the knuckleball, the changeup, the off-speed pitch, I think he's going to throw in this game is dropping 8 into coverage. And I think this is what he's going to do. Like, that's my inkling. The Bucs did this, and it fascinated me because that was the one thing I've seen Like when you're talking about with May and no qualms and everything, like the only thing I got is like his hand size isn't perfect. So sometimes he can get the ball batted away from him. That's like it. That's really what I got. And I know I've been Mr. May and all that. I try to not be obnoxious about it. I could literally do a breakdown of him every single week, and I could do 10 minutes of Twitter clips every single week. And I just don't do that because I understand how obnoxious that could be. But he is one of the dudes, guys. Like he's a top 5 guy, like pretty locked in.